Oh hey internet, what is up? Welcome back to the Type QQ channel. Welcome back to Cuphead as we continue our struggle on the first layer of hell as we try to get through this quagmire of bullshit, which is this dice cunt at this point. I mean, with complete transparency, as we just roll snake eyes there. I've seen other players, other people on YouTube play this guy, and it's not that bad. It's not. I'm making it look a lot harder than it is, but my God, we are taking our grand old time. And really, in this video, we're really going to showcase just how many times you can roll one on that fucking dice roll. It's really, we've already rolled it twice there, but it is just magnificently shitty. I mean, we're reaching to the dice man, every so often, but yeah, he's taken us down, and effortlessly, really. The main issue really is that we neither have the HP or the skill to dodge the cards or to parry the dodges, or to parry the cards as they sort of stomp across. There it is. What was that? 1-1-2-1. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of single-digit moves across this roulette board. I mean, I had joked in previous videos that, like, oh yeah, the one time, or the one way we're going to beat this boss or beat this level is that we're going to perfect all the damn bosses, and then just get to the final boss and just like outlast him, just sort of play Russian roulette with him or play chicken with him and just like beat him down before he can kill us. And my God, the joke doesn't even seem to be like it's very funny anymore. It's like that seems to be exactly what's gonna go what's gonna go happen, what's gonna go on. I mean, the good thing is that we're kind of figuring out these earlier bosses. There's still some that are an utter mystery. The roulette wheel girl is still a giant thorn in our side. But ultimately, not a whole lot of them are all that much trouble. We're not going to deal with space number 1 with the 3 drinks there. That one's been bothersome for us. But there's no sense, we just re-roll it anyway, just because it's a poor place to be on the table as well. This boss has a few attacks, including the one he did, included this one where you have to kind of parry something above your head, which is a little difficult unless you have the parrying token on. So we ended up using the special through one of the attacks, which, it seems easy enough considering we just about have it back. 3/5 of the way there. Alright, anything but a 1. I mean, of course we do not want to land on 7 if we can fucking help it, but there we go, huh? What a motherfuck. That's what this video really is. It's just us hitting 1 at every turn. And just bleeding our damage on this boss. Already hit twice. We've gone with the homing just so we can kind of focus on not getting hit, but there you go. All, 4 hit points? 3 or 4 hit points fucking flushed on that fucking boss, man. But I think we're getting close to like a full hour on this level, on this boss alone. I mean, certainly not the shining star example of Cuphead play for sure. And even at 5 or 6 hit points when we land on the right spots, you know, it's even increasingly like terrible, you know. But I mean, maybe it's to the point where, wow, right? It's maybe to the point where we need to spec our character for the final boss fight instead of, you know, an endurance run, so we can just perfect the fucking thing, and then like when we face against him, we're kind of statted out right, you know, exactly where what we need to be to beat him. You know, like instead of the like damage output special, go with the invulnerability or something, so you don't have to worry about the cards initially, or when it looks like you're about to take damage. You know, hit that, and then, you know, hit him with some charge attacks while you're kind of in sort of shadowy ninja mode or what have you, you know. Either way, you can definitely tell where we're doing really well compared to where we absolutely fall apart. You know, so it's really just a matter of tightening up those areas that we're having absolute weakness in. Jesus Christ. Just crawling across the table. We might as well laugh now, because I'm sure it's not going to be funny, you know, later on. This boss shouldn't be as hard as we make it. But it's stuff like that where we really shouldn't be doing our special in this boss at all. Because every time we do, you know, it ends up, you know, the animation ends up in some place that's a little, Jesus Christ, can't even parry that guy yet. Crush your face into that wall, dude. You know, our animation always ends up ending in the wrong area, you know, kind of in the, it always ends up, where, you know, Jesus Christ. Exactly at this point, just fucking flush it. You know, we always end up just like finishing the special move as we're like clipping into an enemy or perfectly above the spikes. So it almost seems like don't even bother, you know, at this point. Against the cigar guy, we really should have no problem with him. If we get hit, we should just restart, that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know. Exactly. I mean, every so often you'll get a sort of bad go where you're supposed to leap across and... Jesus Christ. You're supposed to leap across and you just got, you know, one of those flying cigarette monster guys kind of just hanging out at the wrong time. We got the poker chips here again. Particularly easy once we figured out, you know, a video or so ago that... Jesus Christ. That you have to hit him in the face with your shots. And a 1. And a 1. Fucking hell. And a 1? Is this going to be a 1 as well? And that one is a 1 as well. Is this one a 1? Alright, I believe this is Cigar Dude, I believe? You'd think I'd have this memorized by now. I mean, I was correct, but I don't think I was 100% certain. It's sort of... You kind of know whereabouts the bosses are, but... You know, I'm not sure with 100% certainty. And you can tell you're just about finished beating this guy when your special is maxed out. which is certainly a handy thing, you know. There you go, crush him right underneath your boot. So we've kind of learned from our mistakes, like, oh my god, how shitty is that? Yeah, we learn from one mistake and just commit another one entirely by just like walking into the spikes that are on the left side of the screen. That it's probably, you know, as I was saying, the lesson is that you probably should never just do your special here because you just get hurt. However, you know, sometimes you just bash your face against spikes anyway. That boss should not be as hard as we make it. I don't know what the deal is with that. I believe this is the horse, I believe. Yeah. And this one's relatively easy as well, as long as you know what's going on. You know the package is going to blow up into horseshoes. One of them will be pink, and then the headless horseman guy will shoot up. That's it. That's all that's all that's ever going to happen. I mean, the only tricky thing is that these, you know, these trees and light posts and other things that kind of pop up into your foreground that kind of block your vision. Other than that, there we go. Yeah, easy stuff. Now it's just a matter of like getting past 7. If we roll a 1, just don't roll another 1, you know? Why? And this enemy really shouldn't be as hard as it is. My god, chasing us down already. Lost 1 hit point already. 2 hit points already. Miserable bitch. Fucking die. Ah. So that's 3 hits. I mean, when's the last time any other boss aside from the final boss just kills us this badly? Yeah, wow. Get the fuck out of here. You fucking stupid. Ugh. That'll bring up the claw monkey guy. A good thing to remember is seeing this screen here and kind of guessing where things are. However, it's easy to be like, oh shit, I don't know if I did that. Which I don't think happened. You know, so it's easy to be flustered by the last fight and be like, oh fuck. Hope this match goes well and Jesus Christ, and then getting hit up. Getting a match there, so that helps. Ah, and wouldn't you know it, in the corner, you know, behind a tree so you can't see. Not that the obstruction really killed us that bad, you know. It's perfect type QQ. There's a 1, you fucking, in perfect type QQ fashion of going in the corner and then dying, you know. I mean, if we wanted to better suit our what am I saying, our challenges that we're dealing with right now. You know, we would change our special and change our like trinket. You know, we would do the dash that we can kind of we turn invisible and sort of warp to, you know, a point further away, and then we turn into the invulnerable special. However, you know, at the cost of the, you know, 2 extra hit points, and at the cost of that, you know, sort of whirlwind tornado damage that we can do. Choosing to do the special on the floor so we don't feel like we're falling onto something. You know, kind of a risky move, but I think at least that time it wasn't, we didn't get punished. Still something I don't think we should kind of really attempt too much, but I think where it's kind of like, well, this match, this level is being, you know, a bit too silly and a bit too hard. Harder than it needs to be. We just kind of went for it. All right, we're safe from 7 this round. And hitting a 1. Why not? As we slowly crawl towards it. But the bunny's not the most hardest boss we're facing. The downward diagonals are a little difficult, and not hitting the special certainly will cause some hit points to be lost as well. I think we're supposed to hit the special there and end up just dashing, and that's pretty unexcusable as well. So in rapid succession, we've lost 2 hit points on a boss that, but surprisingly, getting the parrying the right thing there at the right time. Not impossible, apparently, just really hard. So a 3 would put us back into now a 1. Our favorite number for this video, I guess. There we go. Thank God, huh? Skipping over that bullshit. Although number 8 is exceedingly easy, the Magic 8 Ball. We've decided, you know, once we figured out all its tricks, it's rather probably one of the easier ones in the later stage of this. And this guy's really not so hard. It's just kind of, it's a long fight. And did I say that guy was, the thing in the corner was a tree? That's most certainly Godzilla or something similar. I thought it was like, oh, he fucking died behind this tree in the corner. No, that's not a tree. However, you know, you're not necessarily looking at it, particularly when you're playing. Jesus Christ, where are things? Where are the things? Oh, that's fucking weird, right? I guess at the right time, or just, you can glitch him right off the side of the screen, he just goes, and then it's like, okay, he's fucking dead. Good. A little bizarre. Alright, so a 3 will get us in the fight. We don't want a 2. A 1. That's fine. Just don't hit another 1, right? There we go. Boss fight. Again, that fucking, just trying to get the dodges in. And we really should be, Jesus Christ. Oh, and we really should be hitting him. But, you know, the difficulty thing is that, you know, when you dash, you know, it does kill your charge. So, maybe we should go back with homing with this, just so we can kind of dodge and who knows? Who knows? Continuing our streak of ones. But is it really coming to the point of us not using our special attack? I mean, the people we use it really on is just the rabbit sometimes. When the attack is dropping from the floor. That's really all who we're using it against. And I suppose the roulette girl whenever we're coming across her. But I'm wondering if we should just, eventually change the special move to the invulnerability. As you can tell, frustration is setting in. I mean, once you take on the last boss, once you've reached him, he doesn't take a whole lot of damage. It's just, at that point we don't have a whole lot of room to make errors, and we just can't really land those dice jumps, or excuse me, those playing card jumps like we really should be. I mean, granted, we could be taking the auto parry stuff, but like, what do we want? Do we want 2 hit points? Do we want auto parry? Do we want the sort of ninja dash? Jesus Christ, we got to pick one. And I think overall, the 2 extra hit points is really what you want. But then you're really kind of risking yourself landing on 7 and just dying. And then you're having the risk of having to face the final boss and actually not be utter trash, Yeah, you can really find a spot and then just beat down the boss. Pretty easy stuff once you get the pattern. But I think that's Cuphead, in general. I think we've discussed it before. It's not as hard as people are saying it is. Maybe one of the more challenging games this year. But it's not the Dark Souls of anything. As silly as that phrase is. I think it's just like any other. And I think to its credit, any of those old school arcade games where it was designed to be hard for people who are just playing it for the first time. You kind of have to get familiar with things and kind of have to... Jesus Christ, we better not land on 7. Fucking fuck, right? Like I was saying, we're just... Oh, I thought we were going to retry it and just be like, fuck this shit. No, it's like old school games where you just have to be familiar and have to... know what's coming. Even still, could not avoid that damage. Seems to be a safe spot there. Well, in the middle, not there in the corner as we take 2 points. There it is. Really should, at this point, just pack it in, right? Fucking barely. Luckily, Magic 8 Ball guy here, and he's oddly like one of the easier ones. He's only going to fire a sort of blue orb at you every so often. There that goes. And then it's just a matter of not being in the path of these blocks that kind of jump in the same direction. So it's kind of like be where they are, not where they're going, that sort of thing, or be close to where they are. And then just deal a ton of damage. And I would say you don't even have to do the special. This thing is so weak, you could kind of hold on to it. And I think maybe we're kind of banking on hitting a 1 to get into 9 right here, so we can kind of heal up our special gauge, or starting all over, you know. I mean, luckily if we get 4 or 9, we're going to be healed off, but at this point, you know, like, what's the sense? And really, we should just be restarting this run anyway at 1 hit point. Kind of foolish to continue, but I think maybe, you know, who knows? You know, maybe we could get those other 2 points and enter the final boss of the stage with 3 hit points. Not that that's like mattered to us before, you know. Not that we haven't just seen ourselves just bleed out 3 hit points on the first 3 attacks, you know. But, you know, if it comes to having to press or having to get 1 on the dice, you know, across this board and eliminating goddamn near everyone, I believe this is the bunny, magic bunny. It is indeed the magic bunny. Well timed, I think, and for our purposes, well timed super move. However, the ability to get back our special is kind of limited, seeing how we don't have, you know, we don't have a whole lot of bosses left to face to shoot, you know, with this spot cleared up now as well. So we have 9. Other than that, you know, we're coming for that ass, even if we are rolling 1s. So, I mean, we could get another health. And actually, what's kind of, Jesus Christ, we are just going to roll 1s and just, we're coming for that ass, don't you worry. You know? You know, one thing that to keep a note is that when you hit that start over space, it does clear, so you can't, my God, we got to that 9. You know, so it's not a sort of infinite loop of always hitting the, you know, of always hitting it and starting over. It's a, you know, it's a one-time thing. So this is the absolute most we could be like lost in this sort of casino hell, you know, beating all the bosses, clearing off all the spaces, and then just slowly trudging towards and hitting 1 on the dice every turn. Which I wouldn't be surprised with some sort of achievement on Steam here. Luckily we were able to kind of memorize where a lot of these cards were. Well, at least a few until... Jesus Christ. We kind of put ourselves in a bad position there. But there's honestly not much left in this fight. I mean, I was going to say, sadly he's not going to glitch out, but there he is glitching out again. Not that it mattered too much. We only had one more puzzle to get. All right, we're coming for that axe. Don't you worry. And there it is. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and we'll come back play some more Cuphead in the future.